Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and this is a weekly review. In fact, I'm a little bit behind on the Punta Gorda Police Facebook page. Punta Gorda Police are inside Charlotte County, and it's a bunch of propaganda bullcrap going on here. Punta Gorda is the one that Lee Cole and his dog Malagai for no light on his bicycle. Then the Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis, who was busted before they made him a police chief, was busted for stalking his ex-wife and all of her friends, and they still made him police chief. That's how messed up this place is here. And anyways, the Punta Gorda police chief did not fire Lee Cole after that, kept him on. Lee Cole then went on to go to one of these training deals for where the old rich farts here go, and they pretend to be a cop. And they did a no shoot, don't shoot thing, and yeah, the old rich lady had a fake gun that had a paint bullet in it, the blue gun, which you're supposed to do in that scenario, and Lee Cole had a real gun, 38 special. The reports came out. The incompetence is mind-blowing. You guys can go to their Facebook page and find the report, 250 pages long. It's so bad. They have pictures of the lady Peter Pants right there. Instead of blanks, he had the blanks right next to his real bullets. He put real bullets in there, 38 special wad cutters, and like 3 to 4 feet away, blew a giant hole in her stomach, ripped through a crap load of stuff. She Peter Pants there. They got pictures of it. She was dead right there. Killed her. Executed her. They've even done interviews with gun people, and they're like, man, you got to be stupid if you don't know what a blank is and a real bullet is. You got to be stupid if you can't feel the difference in the weight of the gun, which is very, very true. As you know, since there's lead bullets in there, it weighs a lot more. You got to be stupid if you if you can't tell the difference when you're firing the gun on the kickback and the sound. You got to be stupid if you don't realize on a first shot that a big piece of lead just came out, went through an old lady. So all of it's insane. Lee Cole was finally fired. He is charged with negligent homicide. He's trying to get his job back, which is just freaking mind-blowing, man. By the way, while he was on paid leave, he made 22 grand and cost the city 22 grand for being on paid leave. 75 grand for the guy that got mauled with the dog. $2,060,000 for the lady that he executed because he doesn't know what a blank is and a real bullet. It's just disgusting sad. Then the police chief, by the way, Lee Cole did go to jail, bond outed instantly. The police chief was charged, and we found out an interesting piece of information here. That's why everybody needs to start Cop Watch where they are. Because some other people here, the newspaper, the TV, some lawyers here, and COPWATCH, me, have exposed the utter incompetency here. That is why the police chief himself was even charged with culpable negligence, misdemeanor, never went to jail, and he is on paid leave now, and Punta Gorda is not going to pay his lawyer bills. We are also looking at filing a charge against him where you are not supposed to be raising money because that can influence a charge. If he pulls somebody over, they can say, well, I give you $500 for $1,000. He's raising money for his lawyer. He wants 60 grand. He's up to 5 grand. So he's got a GoFundMe thing going on Funded Justice site. He went to Beef O'Brady's here, which is a popular restaurant, which I would let everybody know, do not go there. They support tyranny, and they kicked out some people from that were helping out with Cop Watch. Went there to record the insanity of supporting this idiot, and the Beef O'Brady's guy kicked them out. Freedom of speech is dead, and they weren't doing anything wrong. Didn't have protest signs. All he had was cameras, and yeah, kicked out. So, it's so sad. So, anyways, this is funny. Coffee with the city. This is hilarious. I see they just changed it. It was coffee with the chief, but there is none. Ha ha. So anyways, yeah, this is funny. They literally just changed this. I swear, just 1 second ago it was Coffee with the Chief. This is propaganda. It used to be Coffee with the Chief, but since this is all just blowing up in their face, yeah, they just literally changed it. What a trip. So yeah, but this is propaganda too. This is in the morning when regular people can't go there. This is for all the rich people to go there. And you know, and just do super cop sucking, boot licking. I mean, literally getting on the floor, say, "Please give me a shoe. I'd like to lick the dirt off of it." It's disgusting. Very, very sad. It's not freedom. It's tyranny. Bringing back bike patrol. This is more propaganda. Here's all the bootlickers right here. Oh, this is so great. Our area is one of the highest places for retired people to go, and the paper did a thing. On average, these people ripped off from the government and companies that are all going broke now because they ripped them off with unrealistic pay, benefits, and retirement, are worth $2 million each. And so yes, the houses and taxes here are outrageous. So a lot of bootlickers, man. We go to underage tobacco. Okay, this is more propaganda. This is, you know, like I said, everything is so blown up. They're trying to like do wag the dog, trying to get, you know, wow, the tobacco is so bad. Well, no, not true. You guys are bad. You're idiots. By the way, I believe this is a lady right here. This is Gloria Sopanik. She actually told police chief, supposedly, you know they lie all the time. If their lips are moving, they're lying. That they did not have to give me a David request. That's, you know, the system they use on a computer to look up all your information, legally, illegally, and they looked me up illegally. And this lady right here, we're investigating her right now, told them, oh, you don't have to give them a David request. That was a lie. There again, we're looking for lawyers. This is a lawsuit right there. She's an idiot. Wow, smoking crack or something, man. Maybe she's been getting in the evidence room. So this is more propaganda. Punta Gorda police, pedal and play. Please, you know, just look at, you know, we like bicycle people. Please don't look at our idiot police chief and you know, guy that mauls dogs and kill people. More propaganda. This is more disgusting propaganda. They are in the schools here so bad, it's just mind-blowing. And in fact, I believe the police chief did it just to mock Charlotte County COPWATCH, because I was talking about how we need to get into schools and teach these kids. These are not your friends, man. These people want to bust you. It's policing for profit here big time. These kids need to know the Constitution and that these people are not in it. They are supposed to be in, yet 90% of what they do is policing for profit for victimless crimes. It's bullcrap, man. And they're into schools big time. A lot of brainwashing going on. Life-saving award. Here we pay for life, and now they spend all this money to have the life-saving award. You know what? This is insane. The firefighters do it all the time, man, and they don't have bullcrap like this. What else we got? We have business. Reflect. Pedal and play. Yeah, this is more bull crap. Bicycle safety. This, oh god, it's so sad. So you can't even do anything on your bike. Come on, man. What a joke. Jesus. Like I said, the cop let his dog maul a guy for no light on his bicycle. How un-American is that? Here's more propaganda. A few bicycle theft preventions. Wow. You know who steals the most from the public here? It is the police, period. The police and the government, through taxation, policing for profit, for victimless crimes. It is never ending. The pay, the benefits, and retirement are unsustainable. Wow, what a joke. Bringing back bike patrol. More propaganda. Sad. Like I said, brainwashing the kids. Look at this. Elementary school. Let's brainwash the kids. Oh, cops are good. Bullcrap. These cops are bad and incompetent. Period. Punta Gorda Citizens Academy. People are actually stupid enough to go to more of the Citizens Academy, and you know, hopefully none of them get killed again. But yeah, it's just major big government, police state indoctrination here. It's really sad. They're again, like I said, wag the dog. Tobacco sales, oh no. Wait, you know, the main thing to look at here is your stupid police department that's so incompetent. You should be defunded. Screw tobacco. Let me see. Don't text and drive. Really? What about don't hire completely incompetent people? I think that's more important than don't text and drive. Really? This is stupid. More propaganda. Look, we decorated our cups to say police. That's stupid. Propaganda. More propaganda. Random acts of kindness. Oh, God. We're going to give you a free car if you don't fire us and defund us. That's stupid. Very, very stupid. More propaganda. Wag the dog. Look, we help move a tree. Yeah. Who cares if we kill people and let people get mauled by a dog? Wag the dog again. This one, if you get a chance, go here and read it. Like I said, FDLE releases investigative documents on Punta Gorda. It is bad. I mean, bad. Incompetence. Big time, man. They should defund this whole department and start over. Oh, my God. This is legit. Somebody stole something. Okay, that's legit. There you go. This is not legit. Don't forget to lock your door. Don't worry, I got it. That's actually... this is scary. This is more propaganda because basically what they're doing here is they're saying we don't have time to deal with break-ins because we're too busy with policing for profit with our road pirates. So can you please lock your doors so we don't have to deal with you on this, because we got to pull people over and violate their rights. That's my opinion of that. This was really interesting. This is more Charlotte County stupidity. I believe this is a story where a Charlotte County sheriff busted a lady for drugs. She had a kid. He wanted the drugs bust so bad that she gave the kid to a guy that she doesn't even know, and the cop didn't care as long as he got his bust. And yeah, boom, the kid was missing for two weeks with somebody they didn't even know. Oh, it's so sad. All for policing for profit, and the war on drug must end. Big time. This is legit. Got a car burglary. That's fair. Not a problem. Legit. This is not legit. This is bulk sock drive. What the fudge? You know, the way they keep promoting Angelini here, I wonder if that's the one that they're going to try to put up next, which is good and bad and more bad. Sock drive. Propaganda. More propaganda. Need a stack. Suncoast Credit Union. Okay. Propaganda. Car seat clip replay. You know, basically, so what they want to do is you want to live in their freaking bubble, and if you do anything outside that bubble, oh, you're busted. So anyways, yeah, propaganda. Stupid volunteers, VIP program. The reason why they need a bunch of volunteers is because they're killing it with unrealistic pay, benefits, and retirement. They have to have volunteers because they're sucking millions away for a Ponzi scheme, which is illegal for the rest of us, but not for government. This is, yeah, we've been having a bunch of fires, so yes, they need the fire trucks. It's really bad here. It's so dry. We're in a drought. What else we got here? Oh, suspicious package. So let's put it here and make a big deal. It could have been a bomb, you know, whatever. You know, who cares if our police chief sucks and Lee Cole sucks and Tom Lewis sucks? Wag the dog again. This pisses me off here. This is more propaganda, and what they don't tell you here, and I actually I know someone that is a ex-sheriff, and they agree this is bullcrap. They made a new law that states that if you see any of these people, you have to get over. And this is actually causing accidents. It is insane. I have a car DVR camera. We're going to start a YouTube channel on this because this new law is causing. And what they don't tell you, they keep saying you got to get over. That's bullcrap. You can drive by them as long as you're 10 miles below the speed limit. So this stupid law is causing accidents. What else we got here? Like I said, there again, close your door because you might get robbed, and we don't have time because we're policing for profit with our road pirates. Wow, just live in that bubble, man. Live in that bubble. And if you too want to work for a corrupt government and police agency, hey, they're hiring. Go for it, man. This was bullcrap. Random acts of barbecue. Being nice to the Punta Gorda Police Department. Are you stupid? There you go. Don't go to Sonny's barbecue. They're idiots for supporting total incompetence. Yeah, this was a joke. I can't remember if I went over this. I'll end it with here. They're trying to reach out to the black community. There's a poor black community here, and they're trying to do a unity march. And as you see, this is for the third year in a row. It's an absolute joke. I think maybe 2 or 3 black people showed up. That's it. So the reaching out is not working. People know they cannot trust the cops or the sheriffs because it's total policing for profit. This is all a complete joke. That's why there's hardly anybody here. And the funny picture for the day is... Oh, come on. This is a funny picture for the day. This is the police chief, Tom Lewis, who's on paid leave, was there in plain clothes, and as you can see, was pissed because he got his picture there in plain clothes. By the way, this is Katie Heck. She is corrupt. She illegally looked me up, and they don't care. By the way, she is the same one that gave the bullet that killed Mary Knowlton to Lee Cole, and her husband got the bullets. He works at Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. So there's another whole different corruption in here, man. It's just... Oh, this place is so corrupt.
All new on Wink News at 6.
The chief has been doing a PR campaign about, I'm open, I'm honest, anything you want to talk about. Well, he doesn't want to talk about these other incidents. He didn't release these other incidents until you had to go digging through like a madman to find them.
Wink News pushes to get memos from the Punta Gorda Police Department about Lee Cole, the cop who shot 73-year-old Mary Knowlton during a shoot, don't shoot citizens demonstration back in August. These are memos that have never been made public before.
And tonight we'll tell you about the memo from an officer who trains other cops witnessing Lee Cole making what she basically calls a wrongful arrest. Wink News investigative reporter Dave Colbreth has the exclusive.
This sort of stuff should be unacceptable in any law enforcement agency.
He was a one-man wrecking crew in Punta Gorda, and nobody tried to stop him.
Is he fabricating things? Is he making things up just to make the arrest?
3 longtime Charlotte County attorneys, all who have also been prosecutors in their career, read this memo about an arrest made by Lee Cole, which the Punta Gorda police never released until Wink News spent a great deal of effort and hundreds of dollars.
Just shows that the Punta Gorda Police Department was hiding this stuff. Every news agency in the country was asking for these type of documents.
The memo really hit home for Steve Leskovich because it was about his client, Jacob Hill.
You always hear about corruption, but then to actually read it and know that it happens to someone you know is actually quite disheartening.
On June 23, 2015, Officer Bonnie Buckaloo sent this memo to the Punta Gorda Police administrators.
They knew roughly 8 hours after this arrest.
Buckaloo, along with another officer, came upon Lee Cole, who had pulled Hill over for driving the wrong way on this one-way street. First, Cole had his dog sniff around the vehicle for drugs, but it did not detect any. After that, Cole said that he was changing hats and now going to try for a DUI.
He's fishing for something.
Buckaloo also wrote that Cole did not ask any of the related DUI questions and that she did not observe anything that would indicate an impaired driver.
Falling over, stumbling, no odor of alcohol, no bloodshot, watery eyes. None of that information is written anywhere in any of the reports.
Buckaloo summed it up by writing that Cole performed the requested sobriety exercises without any notable concerns, and that he probably should not have been placed under arrest.
It's shocking to read an officer's report that says another officer was seeking or finding a reason to make an arrest. Why is he even arrested?
Apparently, that's also what people in the state attorney's office wondered, because Wink News obtained these documents from them, where a prosecutor writes, I do not see how there was enough for a DUI arrest, and if that's out, then there's no probable cause to search.
I would bet $1,000 the state attorney had no idea that there was another officer on scene who believes that this was a false arrest.
So, the state attorney's office started playing Let's Make a Deal and said it would drop 5 of the 7 charges, including 2 felonies and the DUI.
DUI getting dropped almost never. I mean, it is a very, very rare circumstance.
I can count on one hand how many times a DUI has been dismissed prior to charges being filed. This is one of them.
When the state attorney's office offered to drop most of the charges, Jacob Hill pled to minor possession of weed and got out of jail immediately.
He pled to those because he was in jail for 35 days and he needed to get out. Who's not going to take that?
Wink News talked to Jacob Hill, who lost his driver's license for a whole year, his apartment, and his job.
And now when he's looking for employment, what shows up on his background? A DUI. Who the heck's going to hire somebody with that kind of record?
So, what did the Punta Gorda police do about this memo? It said it was successfully prosecuted with the means of a plea.
And I have to tell you this. Any department that defines this as a successful prosecution, they should all resign.
Without asking, the Punta Gorda police also gave us emails saying things like, Buckaloo seems to have an obvious dislike for Lee Cole, stating to other officers that she refuses to acknowledge him or back him up on traffic stops.
She's one of their current own. She's part of the blue line. You don't cross it. She crossed it.
Would you have taken that plea had you known about this email, this memo?
Absolutely not.
When I talked with Jacob Hill, he said he came down here because he's a roofer and needed to work year-round. Well, after all this, he said no one would hire him, so he had to go back to northern Minnesota, and he said, try making a living there doing roofing in the winter. When we asked the Punta Gorda police for an interview, we were told the chief will not be providing an interview on the memo you referenced, continuing the public discussion of Officer Cole's work product prior to the conclusion of both FDLE's investigation and our own internal investigation is unfair and possibly improper on our end. That memo, as well as last night's story regarding those other memos, are on our website at winknews.com. Dave Culbreth, Wink News Now.
I think that that was a sign of just arrogance. I mean, you don't need to double and triple check yourself. You don't need to have other people double and triple check you. You don't have to have a procedure in place. You don't have to make sure. Like, all of those things just make me sick to my stomach.
On August 9th, 3 dozen people watched as a Punta Gorda police officer shot and killed a woman during a Citizens Academy demonstration. Officer Lee Cole's still on paid administrative leave after the death of 73-year-old Mary Knowlton. But could it have been prevented?
Tonight, only Wink News has memos that were not in Cole's personnel file. After weeks of requests and hundreds of dollars spent, Punta Gorda police finally gave us those memos with allegations of bad arrests, insubordination, and policy violation. Wink News investigative reporter Dave Culbreth has the details.
Nobody should be running around this town with a gun and a badge with these type of allegations against them.
No self-respecting law enforcement agency that I've ever encountered should be tolerating this kind of behavior.
Those are 2 longtime Charlotte County attorneys. Both of them were shocked when I showed them these memos obtained by Wink News after the Punta Gorda police fought hard to prevent us from getting them.
Just shows that the Punta Gorda Police Department was hiding this stuff. Every news agency in the country was asking for these type of documents.
These new memos show Lee Cole's problems with the Punta Gorda police. But Cole's problems started in his rookie year with the Miramar police, where he was involved in 2 internal affairs investigations. This one, where he yanked a man out of the back of his cruiser. After just 1 year, Cole was forced to resign. He then applied for jobs at over 2 dozen police agencies near Miami. Wink News obtained Cole's application files from most of them, who turned him down. So he then redirected his efforts to Southwest Florida, where the only agency interested in him was Punta Gorda. It was a year after he left Miramar when Cole was hired by Punta Gorda.
Miramar got it right. The other 25 police departments that refused to hire him got it right. Punta Gorda got it wrong.
Cole's personnel file with the Punta Gorda police shows many positive things he's done. But then there's these newly obtained memos that were not in his personnel file.
When you hire somebody that was asked to resign from a different police force, they should be on thin ice.
The first incident Wink News discovered is depicted in this memo. It was February 4th, 2015, when Cole accidentally discharged his taser at home. He was never disciplined.
To have an officer not check his taser before he does a spark test, that is Barney Fife stuff.
On October 23, 2015, a supervisor, Thomas Keegan, wrote this memo saying Cole was insubordinate to him and questioned his authority.
I think that him being insubordinate to his lieutenant seems to kind of go along with all of the other misconduct that he's alleged to have engaged in, because, you know, each one of those is kind of him being arrogant.
Then exactly 1 week later, Cole saw a man riding his bicycle at night without a light. The man wouldn't stop, so Cole sicked his dog on him. But Wink News has now learned from this email that there was what was called a community initiative in place, where officers were supposed to give warnings and free bicycle lights to people instead of arresting them. The Punta Gorda police ultimately settled with the man for $60,000, and over $120,000 worth of medical bills were written off by a hospital. The Punta Gorda police also hired an expert who determined that Cole did not do anything wrong.
I don't care what they say, you know, him allowing that dog to rip the chest wall out of a man who was driving without lights on a bicycle, that's insanity.
The dog bite issue got attention around the world, and Cole said he was receiving death threats. So he improperly accessed the state computer system to remove his name from public records. He got a slap on the wrist from Chief Tom Lewis, who, ironically, illegally accessed the same system himself 5 years earlier and got suspended.
As an attorney, I mean, the Florida bar would be smacking me around something fierce, because you can't just engage in constant misconduct. He's got 5 or 6 incidents of serious misconduct. He's still a cop.
We asked Punta Gorda police officials for an interview about this story, and we were told, quote, "The chief will not be providing an interview on the memos you referenced. Continuing the public discussion of Officer Cole's work product prior to the conclusion of both FDLE's investigation and our own internal investigation is unfair and possibly improper on our end." Now, after all of that, that's not the most egregious things these attorneys say Lee Cole has done. That involved a wrongful arrest. We'll have that tomorrow night in part 2 of this story. Dave Culbreth, Wink News Now.
No. these drugs and stuff like the German jails, they would have, we got 7, I'm a Canadian originally, we got 7 times more.
Will you do me a favor?
What's that?
If you want to record me, I have no problem with that.
Right.
But this is not a public building.
Last time we were here, we already discussed it. They said we could.
But there are other people here that may not know that you're recording them.
Okay, last time I was here, I asked if I could record, they said yes.
I have no problem with it.
Right.
I believe the facility is probably in the same mindset as they were last time. But just out of common courtesy, let people know they're being recorded, please.
You're being recorded.
Well, wait, everybody's here.
You have to let them know too. Are you running? He doesn't answer questions, I'm sorry.
Answer questions?
No.
You just did. You did.
If you have any questions for me, you can talk to my attorney, Kevin Shirley.
I gotta meet Kevin,
know
man.
Kevin, too. He sold
He's
in my
popular,
house.
man. He is popular.
No, but he was the lawyer for the guy that sold when I bought my house 18 years ago.
You want me to sit here next to you, buddy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyhow, should be interesting. Good. You're from Punta Gorda?
Oh, did you meet him yet?
So am I.
Now, tell me you was Canadian.
This is John Sertan. This is Ian. This is the guy that's doing all the filming, going for public records requests and stuff.
Oh.
They like him. They like him so much they trespass him.
They do. I'm very popular.
What was the latest video on? Looking for a trespass. Jim Mello.
Oh, Jim Mello was trespassed from some real estate office for causing a disturbance in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And,
But the only record you got was 2015. That was the one?
yeah.
Oh.
But they were giving the other guy like a hard time about getting the record, so, you know, I had to go down there and straighten those things out with him.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom. And by the way, we tried to get L.A. Daniels and the black people to come today. I'm totally serious. Totally serious. I said, let's meet here and have a conversation.
It's a shame.
It is. So.
The meeting's canceled. Maybe next month. It's going to be the same time, same place?
The meeting's canceled?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Well, we're the community.
Feedback from the Traby Woods community.
We can't be part of it.
You're not members of the Traby Woods community, no.
You don't know.
Oh my God, that's a good point.
You got your number,
You
man.
just told me a few minutes, man.
It's a meeting to discuss in the community, and now it's canceled.
Yeah.
Wow.
But seriously, I really appreciate you gentlemen.
No, but you told me a few minutes ago it's here to discuss a community discussion meeting, and now it's canceled.
Meeting's canceled, yes, sir.
Because I thought it was a community discussion meeting. That's what you told me a few minutes ago.
Yeah, we're members of the community. We like to be heard.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming.
When will Cole face justice? Will Officer Cole ever face justice, Mr. Lewis?
That's a great point. Ask again.
Will Officer Cole ever face justice, Chief Lewis?
What about Officer? What about Tom Lewis? Oh, so what do you want to do? Go for coffee? Let's not waste the time. I'm shocked too, man.
He just told me
that you're going to have a meeting, right?
And I says, what is it about? And he says, it's just a community to discuss things in the community.
Right, he wasn't specific on which community, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
no,
crazy.
But he just said community.
Exactly.
I says, what is it, about? And I says, well, that's great. That's what we should have. Hey, worth it.
Okay.
Once they've got their mind made up.
All right, so what do you want to do? Let's not waste this. You want to do coffee somewhere or what?
Sure.
Harry, where's the closest place for coffee?
We could have just used this community center. We don't have to have anybody here.
I can't.
That's what I can't figure out. This is a public place.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you don't even need any kind of permission to
Right.
I don't understand that.
He's supposedly saying I do have the right to film, but I'm supposed to let everybody know.
I don't believe that's true in Florida. God we trust part. I'd like to find out what God they're talking about.
That is true.
What kind of trust is that?
So Ian, let's not waste it. Let's do coffee somewhere. Wait. All right, so John, you want to do coffee somewhere then? Where's the closest? Hey, I'm shocked too. Totally shocked. I'm totally shocked, man. So what do you want to follow us or?
Yeah, I'll follow you.
All right, we're down here. I'm in the white convertible.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Where do you want to go for coffee? Let's not waste it.
Whatever you decide, it's perfect. Man, I'm just easy to get out with, man.
He just shut the meeting down. He said we're not from the community, so he canceled it. So let's not waste it. What you want to do? Let's do coffee somewhere.
I'd give it about 2 or 3 minutes. These two just showed up for the meeting.
I know. Well, now 2 black people just showed up from the community, so are they going to have a meeting? I know, that's why he said maybe wait a minute. Oh, have you ever seen anything like this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah.
Are you here for the meeting?
What?
Are you here for the meeting? Hey, I think we got a meeting, man. We got another one. Yep. Your door. Okay, he still canceled it? All right, can I give you my card then? Hey, the reason why I showed up and the reason why he's freaking out, I unfortunately experienced the corruption here myself. So 3 years ago, I started Charlotte County COPWATCH. I was the guy that was in the newspaper and all 3 channels where they illegally looked me up on the David system. Not to bring me flowers, but to do bad things because I'm exposing the corruption here. So that's why I think I'm shocked. He shut it down. So we need cops. You know we need cops. I know we need cops. We're trying to show people that we're here. You can hold them accountable. You can do different things. You know what I mean? Is it right if I give you my business card? All right. So in 3 years, by the grace of God, I'm a Christian. The YouTube channel went nuts. 40 million views. 38,000 subscribers. In fact, I'll even give you my regular card. So I'm sorry that he did this. We seriously are here. We need police, but we were just here to let you guys know that we're here. If you ever have, if you ever need any help, investigating anything, or if you need a story put out, because internal investigations won't do anything. We were the ones that helped break the dog mall story. We're also the ones that did in Collier County, 7 sheriffs beat the crap out of a white guy. He was in the hospital for 3 days. We broke that story. So we really are trying. Okay. We're trying to help. And sorry that it shut. We were shocked that he just killed it like this.
Okay.
So what was your name?
Reverend Brown. Reverend Howard.
Please get a hold of me, man. Do you guys got a card? I'm shocked. I really, really am. This guy right here, John Surcan, he helps the homeless over in Charlotte County. So he's going to let you guys know that he's here too. So he helps people there. In fact, you know what's crazy? He's the one that's the guy that supposedly got away from the sheriff at the water and hung himself. That's his landlord. He knows the guy. This wouldn't have happened. Like the guy said, he knew the guy. He didn't hang himself. You know what I mean? 65. So, anyways, I'm sorry that it bombed out. All right. Oh, are we filming? He was supposed to be. That's what I told him.
So why don't you want to leave it up? L.A. Daniels.
Do you not value our opinion?
All right.
Is Officer Cole ever going to face justice, Mr. Lewis?
Why, who are you with? Just a regular person? That's fine. I don't answer questions.
I'm a regular person. Hey, Andrew, I wanted you to meet David. This is Dick's friend.
Okay.
Andrew. Who are you, a regular person?
No, I actually am. I'm
not a regular person?
Careful! Careful! Hey, let's not waste this. Let's do coffee. What's the closest thing to here for coffee? Here's my card. Because Sir Can's here and everything. You didn't even get to meet him. He helps the homeless in Fort Charlotte.
Oh, okay. How you doing? Hi. Hi. How you doing? Yeah.
Okay, where's the closest place for coffee?
See you later, man. It was a short meeting. Sorry, I didn't get more time on that.
I'm not sure. Let's go over here and we'll all talk.
All right, John, we're gonna discuss over here what we're gonna do. But be careful for those bike racks. You almost got it.